wanted to give a dedication, make sure my camera's right, to Baltimore City Public School students. I never really got a chance to really talk about, so this dedication is to Baltimore City Public School students. I would like to give a dedication to these particular students that I had that showed such great potential. And they were in Algebra 1 class. And they allowed me to be able to interact with them so that I could have talks sometime where we would talk about things that was going on at home that really had nothing to do with the lesson, as long as we agreed that we was going to be on the lesson for the next day. Because what I had found out in teaching Baltimore City Public School students was you had to meet them where they were at. And then you would have to give them an expectation that you know they could meet. But yeah, I just wanted to start off with that dedication. I was just thinking about that. Today in Tucson, Arizona, the weather is kind of a little overcast, so it's not that much sun, but it's still beautiful. Still looking at the palm trees. It seemed in certain parts of this area that it seemed like it was broken off of Egypt. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. And I was thinking about the opportunities that could be here for us in terms of the way I'm looking at it is to create a town and basically import any and everything that you need in terms of what the people that will come, because it's a beautiful area. See, what I really like about it is that not only is it like the South and the sun is always up, but they have so many different plants here that I haven't seen on the East Coast in terms of creating your greenery regarding your irrigation and your water. Even if we had to pipe in the water, but it would be on another level because we got young people who have skills, who don't know their skills yet, but just their minds with the new technology in terms of solar power, how to use crystals. I mean, our young people are so fantastic and so great, and if they're not told that at an early age, then their expectations tend to be much lower. So one of the reasons why I want to get back into teaching is because one of the things that happened to me in my life was I found out that in many ways, the way to make a kid listen to you is you have to become vulnerable yourself. So what I would use is my stutter, and then I would give them an example. They may laugh or smile or whatever because they don't catch me like that, right? I'm very careful of my speech, especially if, I'm really in my zone. The other thing I had was asthma very, very badly, but I still went out for the cross-country team. And there were times when, because of my participation, even if I came in second to last, the score would be 70-69 and we would win. So, so I was working way back then. So the whole thing with our young people is to let them know that they're valuable, to let them know who they are, to give them the kind of standards by an example in the best way that you could bring it to them. But here's the difference. And separation in church for black children spelled death. So the schools that I'm thinking about, by agreement with the parents in the school, God must be first. Whatever you want to call your God, whatever, we got an area. So if you're a Muslim, we got the area where you pray five times a day. We already understand, right? Whatever that your religion is within reason, right? Let's see, my demonstration is based on something called the 1099 under a religious charter, that it shows through a treaty who we really are, and we're kept from knowing who we are and why we need territory. We need a banking system. We need currency that's backed by gold and silver. And then once you have a certain area, you can print your own money at the level of the printing and engraving. The reason why I say that is because You got black folk who work at the Department of Printing and Engraving in Washington, D.C. My uncle's retired from there, so he knows about it. You know what I'm saying? One thing I'm finding out is that it really don't matter whether Kamala Harris or Biden is in, or Trump or Pence. I mean, these people gonna keep on doing what they doing. So this what happened, right? In my particular case, I ran from God and he beat me down so doggone bad that this is what he told me. He said, look, son, he said, you've been through all you've been through. You know the lessons. You know what your purpose is, and you know what you do well. So what do I do well? What I do well is I don't teach nobody anything. What I do is show them what's within. They teach themselves. That's 100% credit. I like that. So let me go ahead and get to my demonstration. Definitely, I don't be saying this. I mean, it's no really big deal, but like and subscribe. I wanted to talk about also about affirmations and how powerful that they are. So in all my videos now, I'm going to have affirmations in it, and that way, when it comes time for what do you call that? For to be tagged, part of my demonstration will be affirmations. Like if you can't remember my name or whatever, all you do is just type in affirmation, it'll come up if you like what it is I'm talking about. So one of the pieces that I really like is called believe, accept, know, relax. Now what that means, watch this. Bam, bam, give me hit you real quick. When you believe something, can't nobody tell you different when they say, who do you listen to? Like in my particular case, God showed me that the only person that could keep my ear was him. Believe. The other one is, and believe relates to faith as well. I'll point that out later. I'm giving too much too fast. Anyway, accept. So what you accepting? You accepting your inheritance, who you are. That's all you got to do. You got people running here, running there, doing this, doing that, trying to. Just like I had a demonstration that happened early this morning. This joint that I'm sitting in, right? I'm putting it together, piece by piece. You know what I mean? And I, got an idea what I'm gonna do with it, and I'm, jetting where I gotta go take care of my business. But all I'm saying is this here, right? I had a demonstration that I had to remain in my vibration because I saw someone trying to take me out of character, and they knew they was out of order. You know what I mean? So like I went there right at the edge, but I was in control of me. And then what I said to myself, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it, bro. That's part of the power. When your life turn it upside down, that's what you do. If you a dude and you got a girl, right, and she really don't know you, but things is crazy, you look at her with all your intentions and say, it's gonna be all right. Like you on TV, like you in your own movie, because you really are. That's another demonstration. So it's believe, accept. Believe, accept. No. So you know how your girl may say to you, you don't know what you're doing. That's why you go in the envelope and show her the paperwork. Stop talking. I said that the house is in escrow, honey. Escrow. You see? You know what you're doing. So it's believe, accept, know. Then it shows you how to know God. How do you know that God is working in your life? Because something may happen and you say to yourself, dog, I've been through this before. So it's a lesson. Everything that we do that comes up being a mistake, it's a lesson if you don't take it to another level. Recognize it as a lesson and move on. So they say the average man learns by his own mistakes. I've made a lot of them. They say a wise man is one who learns from others. He learned from other people's mistakes. So I just plugged in momentarily to like God's hookup, and it's taking me to the next level. So look, let me get and say a couple things I really want to say because my phone is almost going out of power, right? But look here, listen to this. This is tight. I just had it. Oh man. Boy, I just had it, boy, but I put it down wrong. Imagination and creation. Universal subconscious mind protrudes, or that means it penetrates, it comes through every conscious mind in the form of what we are pleased to call imagination. This play of imagery, which we may summon into our conscious minds, has absolutely no limit upon it except that which we ourselves impose. Wow. I can imagine if my dad was teaching me this when I was up in the crib. You feel me? All creative impulses spring from imagination. They asked Albert Einstein, they said, homeboy, let me ask you a question. Would you rather have an IQ that's higher than anybody else's or imagination? You pick imagination. The imagination of Marcus Garvey allowed for him to say, what can I do as one man? Universal subconscious mind did the rest. So you know what I learned, just like with Ida B. Wells or even Harriet Tubman, how we were taught about her, but not really. Where did they get what it took inside to take things to the next level? It is the undreamed. It is the undone. The impossible, which likes itself, is constantly striving to achieve. Only an unfettered mind where imagination has full play has the audacity to challenge the impossible. What if you could do this? What if you could do that in terms of making something better? The imagination conceives and universal subconscious mind delivers. Let me hit that again. I got to check this out myself. It says, the imagination conceives and universal subconscious mind delivers. So I just wanted to go over some affirmations, because I think that affirmations are very, very powerful. I just wanted to go to this one piece that I had. Listen to this one. I really like this. Success is not the result of making money. Making money is the result of success. So you got to kind of get deep up in that one. Abundance and prosperity, are spiritual conditions. The law of mutual exchange is the law of receiving what we give. We serve best by creating and never by competing. I like that one. We serve best by creating and never by competing. All creation springs from universal subconscious mind, which responds to us as we use it. So you got to find out how to use it. Imagination is a projection of universal mind, and as a fact is therefore creative. To use the creative power of universal subconscious mind with love is the foundation of success. All ideas spring from universal mind and are delivered to him who seeks them. He has only to ask the aspiring questions and listen patiently for the answer. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm listening patiently. I'm waiting for the answer. I don't put my prayer in. I put my bid in. Accepted ideas filter down into the subconscious, move it to creation, and it becomes manifest in the world. Productivity is the true measure of success. Acquisition belongs to the materialist who deludes himself. All successful labor is performed with love. So I know when I do what I'm going to do, you know, what I got in mind, I know that the root of it is going to be love. Children, when you teach children, the first thing you have to know is that you love them. Straight up. Hard work is work performed without love. With love, all work is easy. A tower must be built stone by stone. So must a man's life. Oh my God, listen to that one. Affirmation. Listen to this one. A tower must be built stone by stone. So must a man's life. That's for little boys. Yeah. Yeah. Put that over top of your son's crib when he's like 1. Yep. And tell that to him every day in the lullabies. Yeah, mommy loves you, but I want to tell you, a tower must be built stone by stone, son. So when you become a man, you know you will have a man's life because you're built stone by stone. That's deep. Free your mind. I like this one. Free your mind from all limitation, lack, and pain. Remembrance. I'm still going through that. It's a process. God who dwells within you is working out a plan of grandeur. When you allow this plan to work through you, creation, achievement, prosperity, and success are yours, and peace of mind, which no mortal goods can buy. The recommended reading is The Prophet by Khalil Gibran, spelled K-A-H-L-I-L, Gibran, G-I-B-R-A-N. Gibran, G-I-B-R-A-N. Right? So I wanted to say again, in dedication, this video is for Baltimore City school students in reference to great kids, great schools. Yeah, that's all over. You feel me? And I like to close with that and say, like and subscribe. Definitely, if you can, write down any of your affirmations. And if you've ever used any affirmations to start out your day, drop a comment below. I appreciate you and have a great evening until my next video.